remember that. Okay, Knight of Swords is going to be stubborn. It's going to be somebody who's determined, a little bit overbearing, but going to go after this wand. Okay, so it's really not a terrible clarification, even though I know it's got death in it. Everybody freaks out all the time. But it's a huge transformation. Really somebody who's just going after their transformation. I mean, just shedding, just getting rid of it all. All right, so we have Page of Cups. The determination of the Knight of Swords is pretty impressive. You've got a lot of determination happening over the next 6 months. I don't know if it's necessary or if that's just being a Gemini. That can sometimes just be how they are when they finally decide something, because Geminis go back and forth and back and forth, back and forth. My sister's a Gemini, but man, let me tell you, I actually have quite a few Geminis in my life, but when they decide, you know, and then it's all action. Just, you're like, oh my God, where was this action a year ago when you were vacillating back and forth? Okay, clarification for the Page of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. The Sun. Okay, so I don't do numerology with these cards. This is a 19, which would be a 10 or a 1, depending on how you do that. I do encourage people to look up their own numbers for whatever is important to you. This is a 19, so this is the Sun, and it's quite beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. If I kind of do that, you can kind of see how pretty it is, but it's all light. It's just all amazing, all fantastic, which is really nice to have against this opposite of the reverse Page of Cups. Okay, that's what I'm clarifying. With this, with the Sun, okay, it's literally a correspondence with the Sun. It's just a huge amount of energy, just so you know what I'm clarifying. It was this reverse Page of Cups, right? This is success, it's joy, it's prosperity. So this insecurity it could be a form of self-sabotage, heading into something brilliant, right? Insecurity, unstable feelings, all of that nonsense that's in your head that's not real. I'm surprised you don't have a 9 of Swords right here with this reading. But the Sun is it's literally a brilliant card, like with the light, but also just amazing prosperity and success, and like, I don't know, just it's very optimistic, you know. It's the opposite of the Moon, seeing everything's for what they are. It's clear, it's positive. So this insecurity, you need to recognize that whatever is in front of you is actually really great, and your insecurity doesn't need to be real. You need to move past that, let it go, because that's you holding on to something that's not really there. But it looks like you're ready to do that. It looks like you're ready to be like, all right, so 9 of Cups. Can I get a clarification on this 9 of Cups, please? This reverse 9 of Cups. What is that about? Please and thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, go figure. Whew. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is rough. So here's the thing about 8 of Swords. Do you see all these swords? I don't know if you can see that. Do you see how none of them are actually stabbing? It's all in the head. They're all fake. This person is blind and tied up and feeling constrained, feeling tight, feeling like they can't see where they're going, but it's all made up at any point. These swords are not actually attacking her, okay? It's very like psychosomatic. It's very feeling isolated, feeling like you yourself are imprisoned, but it's an imprisonment that you could get out of. All you have to do is make the choice to get out of it. So whatever this material greed, whatever maybe you have debt that you think is overpowering you, this is saying make the choices, do the work, get out of it. Whatever, maybe your housing arrangements aren't the way you want, or you want to move forward in some fashion. This shows up when you're disappointed in something, you're isolated, and you have a way to get out of it, or it's on its way out. This really could be right now just feeling like trapped just because of what's going on in the world. Okay, and this needs to let you know that it's in your head. There are ways to connect with people, and